All right, so this is supposed to be a product review video for this company, who I'm not gonna name, but this thing's crap. And I know they want an honest review, but I don't think they're gonna wanna know what my actual opinion is of this. We just spent the last few minutes trying to get it to install, and this actually has less technology than the car we were hooking it up in, and so it's kind of redundant. I am not gonna give a review on this product, and I'm not putting my name or my face with this product. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. A little bit of change of plans today. As you just saw, I was supposed to do the review of this product, and I don't want to discourage anybody from having me do a product review or working with us, but I mean, make sure your product is decent before you send it to me. So we're not filming that. Instead, we are going to show you how, this will be an instructional video, a little bit different than usual. We're going to show you how to change the shift solenoid harness in a 4L60E. Now, if you've got a leak out of this connector here that's going down the side of your transmission, you can't figure it out, you're not going to be able to replace the O-ring from the top. What happens is the O-ring dries out or the plastic clips break. So Steve's going to show you how to change this on the car. Now, obviously, KITT didn't come with a 4L60E, but it has one now along with their LS swap. So that's what we're doing today.
This guy is good to go. Just gonna clean him up a little bit. Yeah, fun fact, their connectors to the range sensor uses some kind of glue in here. But basically the connectors are glued in. So if you ever go to take this off, a 4L base transmission, 4L60E, probably a 4L65 and a 4L80, you want to use a heat gun to actually kind of heat up around these connectors to kind of get that stuff to melt. You try to just unclip it and force it back, you're going to break stuff. So I knew better than to do that. So we got it heated up and it came off. Unfortunately, it just couldn't survive moving sideways and it just gave up the ghost, but we're good to go. We got one right here. After installing the transmission, went to look at the connector on the side of the transmission and found out that the tabs on it were broken. So these little tabs right here, the only thing that keeps fluid from seeping out of the side of the transmission and to give you a good bite when you put your transmission connector on. So we got to replace this. It basically comes with every connector to the solenoids, and it comes with an actual, I think it's for the torque converter clutch, I'm pretty sure. Because when you look at the top of the transmission and you push it, it just falls into the transmission. So this will take care of that, and we got a filter and the seal also. So we'll be doing some tranny stuff today. You might want to cut that last statement.
Steve's doing some tranny stuff today. He's going to use gender neutral shift fluid. Don't want to offend anyone.
All right, now normally when we get transmissions from them, they drain them and remove the filter. I see bolts are missing, so I'm really kind of believing that, especially with the connector being damaged. But after a transmission is set, sometimes there's still little surprises, and in this case, no surprises. Also nice that some 4L60s don't actually have drain plugs, so you just gotta kind of drain from the fill tube enough to take the bolts out and try to not make a mess, but that lets me know we should be fine. Go ahead and put this down anyways and buzz the rest of these bolts off. Alrighty, our pan looks like it's sat for a while. Magnet looking pretty juicy. Oh, that's a good catch. We're gonna need a pan. Alrighty, well, I guess that's gonna put a damper on this. Go ahead and pull this guy off. How are we looking? That smells pretty juicy. It smells like every 4L60E I've ever smelled. All right, well, I'm gonna start pulling the harness off. Here you can see what the actual issue is on the outside. The clips have failed on this, and so basically this would not stay up. So what happens is the more you, if any pressure on it, it causes it to fall down. That instantly creates a fluid leak, a bad connection. So because of that, we've got to go ahead and pull the harness off, the connectors. We'll pull the pressure switch off, make sure it's clean. And we're going to get a new solenoid here for the torque converter. I think it's for the torque converter lockup clutch. All right, so we're about to get started. Oh,
God damn. We're about to get started?
We're about to get started getting it off, and notice that there's a pretty decent gash in this pan here.
Oh my.
I think it's going to be the same pan that's on the one outside.
Okay.
So you probably just go out there and pull that one off, but
okay.
Yeah, that's unfortunately gonna.
Yeah, that's
good look there.
we should, when you pull the other one off, you should shove that one up there with a couple of bolts and maybe an absorbent pad in it so it doesn't leak tranny fluid all over the ground. Like just stuff an absorbent pad in that pan. And
Gotcha. Yeah. I don't want to, now the cat's getting used to having food, I don't want to think we gave it grape juice and it's something else. Goes out there and starts
he ate all the food.
Something ate
all the food, yeah. We have a shop cat now. We didn't mean to. He just showed up one day. So we've been feeding him outside, and I like the cat.
Get this bad boy out. I think you got to take I think it's the 2-3 shift solenoid. I'm not 100% sure. But that's got to come out just to get the bolts to get the torque converter clutch solenoid. There's a couple more parts we got to kind of take off to get to the, I'm pretty sure this is a shift accumulator piston. It's plastic. It's got a seal on it. It's got the springs that I would see behind the accumulator. Does it look like it's cracked? It's hard to tell. It is plastic. Seal looks good. Interior looks okay. That guy back into his little home. Get into your hole. Let him chill. We'll clean that up, of course. Get this other shift solenoid out of the way. It's basically the finger clips on here actually clips the outside of the transmission, and this is what seals the fluid in. As you can see, the clips here are missing in several spots, and unfortunately, it's just not enough to hold this up. It's going to be a real issue as far as leakage, so it's got to go. Whenever you're doing one of these, you want to be careful because there are different forms of 4L60 and 4L65, so make sure you confirm that this is the way your harness looks and that your pinouts are the same. Yeah, you gotta be delicate when these go in. You gotta make sure it's lubed up real good, nice and clean. Pop it in thoroughly, securely, and then we can start putting it back together. Chew that in your hole. Oh man, push from the top. Looks like we're good. Nice solid fit right there. I'm pushing on it, it's not flopping down. That's how you start that. I think because I'm here, actually, I'm probably going to just wash off most of these valves since I'm here. With the exception of the shift solenoids, they can be super delicate. Shift solenoid A and B, very delicate. Don't want to break those. These ones, as I got them out, I just want to make sure I run them over with some very clean. So when you put the harness on, you got to pull off the 3-2 accumulator. You got to pull off several valves and stuff because it's all blocked off.
Any signs of any metal in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, just casually. Yeah, full of metal.
Yeah, just a little bit. Well, nothing. It didn't seem like it was too crazy. The pressure switch had some metal in it. Magnet had like the usual shavings you would expect to see. So I wasn't really too worried about that.
We've almost scavenged about all the parts off this thing we can. I found that in this instance of doing this swap, that it was very beneficial that we just bought a truck that was complete to use for the parts. It really worked out in our favor for all the little nickel and dimes and brackets and things like this oil pan. Really has helped out on saving a lot of time and money. Or which side is it on? I'll grab it. Oh, I see it. Wow. So we knew this truck had a bad transmission when we bought it, so we got it so cheap. But that magnet right there, it looks like a porcupine growing on it. You see chunks of something in there. That's definitely a bad tranny. In the transmission pan, we just showed the big like sea anemone growth in there of the metal on the magnet. This is the size of the actual magnet. That's how much metal was stuck to it. It was a rebuilt unit at some point. You can tell by the silver paint that came off on the pan here. For the filter kits for the 4L60E, there is 3 separate oil pans, which will make you have a different filter. There's a shallow pan, a step pan, which is what we have, and a deep pan. Each one of those has a different internal filter. So before you go to your auto parts store to buy a filter kit, make sure you know which one you have.
Through there and kind of get it lined up. Right about there.
Oh yeah. Well, I could take a 2x4 and kind of hammer the middle down.
Yeah, I think that's gonna have to. I think that's what's going on here. You know, right here, it kind of like curves up a little bit. Under vehicle damage, right there, you can kind of see that's definitely not flat. some up. I think that was our problem. Kind of lined right up.
If it doesn't fit, grab a hammer. So the trunk being rusty in the rear, nobody makes a replacement trunk pin, but I did find All American Classics in Vancouver has a bunch of Firebirds, and they're gonna cut the spare tire well out for me so I can cut it out of this one and weld it in, since ours is all rotten. All right, so now that Steve is getting the glue off the plug, last thing we have to do is plug it in and then fill up the transmission, which of course I really hope that anybody that's watching this for any instructional information actually can figure out how to put fluid in on their own. So that's it for today. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I really, really want your feedback. What do you want to see us do? Now that we're done with the wide body and we got parts coming for KITT for the interior next week, we're gonna be looking for another project. Bentley is still on hold for parts. So let us know what you want to see.